Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mulyasa Puspandari. I am the moderator from Group 6. Today, we are going to give a short presentation about cybercrime in Indonesia. But first, let me introduce our team. I am Sasa as the moderator, Alicia as the first speaker, Nadia as the second speaker, Ardi as the third speaker, Zulfa as the fourth speaker, and Randi as the fifth speaker. Our presentation is divided into several sections. First, we will explain generally about cybercrime. Secondly, we will mention any cybercrime in Indonesia. And next, we will explain how law of cybercrime in Indonesia.
Cybercrime. What is the meaning of cybercrime? Cybercrime is all illegal action carried out through computer network and the internet to gain profits at the expense of others. The following are examples of cybercrime cases that have occurred in Indonesia and in the world. The first example is faking someone's Facebook account. One of the most common examples of cybercrime is cloning someone's Facebook account. This action often occurs among public figures or famous figures who have many followers on social media. With the amount of attention the clone account receives, forgers will usually find victims faster. This type of cybercrime usually asks for money to be paid by transfers to a certain account. So, don't be easy to believe if you are contacted by someone who claims to be in need of help.
Second, the one cry ransomware phenomenon. Years ago, the digital data was enlivened with the emergence of the OneCry ransomware computer virus, which was able to lock someone's computer data to be able to open and access the data. The condition that you have to do is bring a certain amount of ransom, a Bitcoin wealth. Third, catfishing on dating apps and social media. The difference with account cloning is that catfishing uses other people's photos but their identities are fake identities. You can usually find this on dating apps or on social media. Well, the purpose of this catfishing is to deceive from psychology of material loss.
Number 4. Doxing and cyberbullying. Doxing that threatens cyberbullying is a very dangerous thing. This is the collection of personal data and sharing it on the internet. How cybercrime can occur in Indonesia. The cause is the use pirate software and consumer ignorant about the dangers of cybercrime. In addition, the sadness of cybercrime is also caused by change in the lifestyle of the pandemic community, which almost all of their activity depend on technology, including the internet. And three are also other causes such as number 1, poor hosting. Number 2, website password is too weak. Number 3, rare treatment sites. And the last one, number 4, negligence of computer user.
How does Indonesian law regulate this cybercrime? The perpetrators of cybercrime can be punished in accordance with regulation in force in Indonesia, which consists of 1. Criminal Law KUHP. A. Criminal Law KUHP. B. Article 406 of the Criminal Code paragraph 1. C. Law number 12 2008 concerning information and electronic transformation or ITE.
In my opinion, law enforcement efforts in Indonesia related to cybercrime are still ineffective. In fact, based on data from the National Cyber and Crypto Agency (BSSN), there were almost 190 million attempted cybercrime attacks in Indonesia from January to August 2020. It can be seen that cybercrime cases have increased more than 4 times compared to the same period last year, which nearly reached 39 million cybercrime attacks.
As we know that social media has a lot of danger if you're not careful. One of solution is to save account password only for yourself and don't let others know. We also have to be really wise in using social media so we don't become victim or perpetration of cybercrime. And don't make social media a place for all the necessities of life or even dependence. To avoid that, high caution is needed and wise in the use of social media. That's all from our team. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.